All right, so it's been an exclusive edition of the Ultimate Sports right here from Columbus, Ohio, with me, Dennis Moore, of course, bringing to the fore today's program, and it's been quite, an interesting one. And guess what? We shall be bringing you some qualitative stories, of course, making up the day right here on the show. My name is Dennis, and once again, let me tell you that you have the liberty to join us, of course, on the Facebook page, on ultimatesportsghana.com, and of course, all our other portals. I'll be going for a short break. When I do return, the show will commence. To stay. All right, so welcome back, and you're still watching the Ultimate Sports with me, Dennis Moore, right here, of course, from Columbus, Ohio, and it's an exclusive show for that matter. But today, we're really going to talk about the Black Stars and their outing in La Côte d'Ivoire and how the team is really faring, of course, in their ongoing Cup of Nations. It's been over 43 years since the Black Stars won no medal for the country, and we are actually hoping that the Stars can actually live up to their billing, of course, to win the cup this time round for Mother Ghana. But I will be joined in the studio shortly, of course, by a legend, certainly in the sport industry, to tell us how the game actually went on. And then we shall be discussing, of course, some of the local stories, the local Premier League, and how it's really panning out and stuffs right here on the show. This is the Ultimate Sports right here on HS Television with me, Dennis Moore. All right, so welcome to the show. Bashiru, is saying? Na many nipa na kasa na say samai.
Only nipa na kasa.
Yes, everyone, because me ready it was some portals biso, about you, me ready extensively, and it's quite interesting. They me chia and say I nipa ni and samai ni.
Nipa because last year simewu. Yeah, simewu. Bet nyame intimate so tiase.
Nipa, exactly. But quickly, you call game this one sana later to the rest of the stories, Black Stars were La Côte d'Ivoire.
Okay.
Or more participating in the ongoing AFCON. But many sports pundits, for so many years, Black Stars have anything very, very difficult, to even win a medal for the country. But this particular game, Yashi, Omonike Ved. Your first half, and your second half. Now, first half, I don't know who here. What did you see in the game? Who feel say Anka or some come to me and some Marco break pool and some maba? What did you see? And say Basco line so.
The me home first half and say I say like almost you see JC. Convert near Ghana na convert. Because now no Caribbean in Bobo because it's like say Oko school. Usinya and the coaches be bramwa abochi no mo pick sa countries na football any omo kro no to develop them.
Yeah.
What I say, me first half no there me no difference between Ghana and Kinved no. Omo kutabo a omo confidence to hold the ball and pass the ball and move. But you know as like pressure be the chi because of last AFCON I call ya Comoros for share no. So first time I can say like born like a kick and rush, ya cover. And a boy since Kinved for nya abotre possessible no kama. So longer o possessible no denya final third pass no ebeba e no modinya first goal no.
Interesting. Okay, maybe say as a hu bi atoye so na tete no o kasa Black Stars ko match ye ne even cry say Egypt pu and one crop na obi ato betumi abete say Ghana is going to win, but this time against Cape Verde Comoros DM je say Ghana ni bia person be sade no kra Madagascar. And now one more game Madagascar and Nigeria boy. Very, very solid game. Yeah. But moving on to the game, you say players now, set up now. who is saying who actually played very well in the game. 2-1 was the final score line, you know. But Osha, is it a goalkeeper? Ofori?
So Osha first half and second half now. And you keep on the anke be almost share 5-1. So Osha so game no ekwe na chances na ye pese e koshigo. Ye tika no enti chiro no back 3. Enti any counter bia no first pass bia e go through a be 1 against goalkeeper. Enti enye Ofori na nko ade anke na eji be 4-1 and 5-1.
Wow. Because
we save Ghana for the last 15 minutes na akano. Chance be a 1-on-1 against Ofori. Chance be a 1-on-1 against Ofori. Because you refuse say Nkofono elidie. And I say 1-1. So you call all out. All the 4 defenders no be a ko enim say Salisu ko enim, Jeku ko enim. Obi a say like you take a risk. But also make us a coach no so anka bia obetimi aka say midfielders no ba ko nka achiri na say why say like or guard back 4 no say be a counter bia ntimi nsi but omu ina ye kopegu ahye and the course here sagos ni ina no.
But I think say ama group no ma ye hu pa ohwe bi say Egypt a ye no afa ne ye no bia be hia omo so e ball draw ente no omo bem as wounded lions against us game no e be ye de ni ye pa de ma Black Stars who ni saying
so share infant say Egypt ye Cup of Nation 4 and Egypt agi 1 so much 7
yeah so far you
say 4 no yeah no Egypt agi 1 so much 7.
Wow.
So what I say yeah. So first match no o me favorite for tournament Egypt for no and o mabo 1-1 so coming next game against Ghana no o mo ba like Tiger be hwaninam.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and you careful because you lose second match so you go fear no because say a Cup of Nation ya na ka say Kroben on betimi Africa Cup no unyi Ghana and free. Ghana is one of the favorites.
Exactly.
Because aka Ghana, aka Egypt, aka Nigeria, aka Cameroon. Obia kran and dan dwen say Kinved beji. But Tomashe Ghana. Enti ayehu. And na o share omo preparations for before South tournament we na. Initially omo mabin say ko South Africa. You know, but as a press no kasa ya na Ghana kasa ye. E ma fe do madwen esesa enti omo ko Kumase. Kumase no o hwa omo ko bezo no abo tim na. Metimi aka say anka ebia ekope bia e ben Cote d'Ivoire na out of the country na anka boy because Kumasi no minim bebi o mko campaign minim bebi even kra before some be call say o mo pe gym work bia e bebi o mo camp no gym ni ho this o mo drive ba bebi fufuro e na o mo so ba ho ma equipment o mo hia no ebi so ni ho oh South Africa, they say because weather difference. They say South Africa because Cote d'Ivoire don't as like bedroom need living room.
Exactly, neighbors.
And you can say because you come baby I say sika ko we know. But Kumasi they like my immediate team no omo here eduma bebre.
Interesting. But I think so say let's pick some of the individual players. Obi said Dede. You didn't share team no. Who read most of the literature outside na dinina na asa na ebi mususu say asa wanyini timi ni mo omo pe wo mo butumi dwane you know enti no de no mo de buy no na Ghana for bebre kasa ni Ghana coaches de bebre what you experience we are very experienced. How did you see this injection in this team?
Dede is experienced player wabo blaster na ache was started from under 20 and omokoji I think go Nigeria. Enti to me no even club issue club before so benya club can a problem. Enti later no nya team of France and come omunja no na say no focus on the club side
yeah
because why be say na nye de asem maybe I prefer say anka on be use de kura na anka kotoko boy no fence Lamptey was there no
yeah Richmond Lamptey
because football assisa enye say bia nantie football bi say like pass movement in the doors
yeah
and they so nimfie kwa enim kakra for respect am the man was saving the nation for so many years you know but now on there anka say ono anka say tuche because ono nanim ni body
sir
onim say wontimi ono anim say wontimi
wow Wow. Nti to me and de be na force we say chinchini I was so sum. Your more invitation I was so sum.
All the mega so do ni mai. Aha, je na oba be dey. Oba bo country ni kakra.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Mr. Mbao, so you're still watching the Ultimate Sports right here on HSTV with me, Dennis Moore, and it's an exclusive, edition here. And I have with me in the studios a legend, certainly for sure. Bashiru Gambo is my guest today, and we are actually dissecting the issues, the Black Stars game between the Stars and then Cape Verde. Now, Cape Verde, of course, beating the Stars 2-1, and for me, it is a very, very dicey situation for the Black Stars. They need to go all out and make sure that they win in the second game at all costs. Interesting stuff right here. But remember that we shall also be speaking about some other issues regarding the Ghana Premier League. We shall be talking about the upcoming Africa Games in March, of course, in Ghana. And of course, we shall be asking Bashiru of his ideas and what he thinks that Ghana will be hosting the Africa Games, in Ghana. Is it a very good idea? What is it? How is it really going to impact, for Ghana sports and stuff? So we are back after this break. When we return, we talk more on Ultimate Sports right here. Do stay. I'll be back. All right, so welcome back to the show, and you're still watching the Ultimate Sports right here on HS Television with me, Dennis Moore. And of course, remember that this is an exclusive edition of the program, of course, from far away, Columbus, Ohio, in the US of A. And indeed, I have, it's a pleasure to have with me in the studios one of Ghana's legend, footballers, of course, Bashiru Gambo, certainly is the name. And we are actually discussing the Black Stars, game, certainly between Cape Verde and them, and indeed, the upcoming matches and how Ghana can fare in the ongoing tournament in La Côte d'Ivoire. But of course, remember that I'll also be telling some stories, of course, making up some local stories. Just last week, it was a swag award night. And for me, it was an interesting session because, from the look of things, there are so many talks surrounding the award night. But kudos to Mauku Afajino, the president of the Ghana Table Tennis Association, for winning the best administrator of the year. Kudos, Mauko, wherever you are. And indeed, of course, to the rest of the disciplines, football, athletics, Bawa Fuseni, president of Ghana Athletics. I say very good morning to you wherever you are, and for your wonderful things that you're really doing for Mother Ghana. And indeed, I hear some of the other disciplines like is it boxing? Yeah, I have a few things to say, of course, on boxing on that count, because personally, I think that boxing, had no, space, in the best 5 sporting disciplines in Ghana. But we will talk about that later in the dying numbers of the program. But for now, I'm still having him in the studios, Bashiru, and we are still navigating. We are dissecting the issues, in the Black Star setup. It's important. The Stars, after 43 years, in the industry, they need to win some medals for the country. But what's really happening, in the team? But let me go over to Bashiru. Welcome back once again. Ghana Black Stars. Let me say, Osha, me read maybe waha. A month for kasa be about say the Ghana SC match and then a month for ninja kra na me hwa de kruntia. I don't know say Ghana for bufu. At least the omobo and I say ana Osha.
Me make us say enye. Why I say me say enye? Because say opponent bi betimi a show one kasa supporter because say my idea better enye convert.
Okay.
And then maybe a support Ghana for no bufu pa say obi show Cameroon show, Nigerian show, Egypt show, Morocco, Tunisia, Senegal, Mali. Better you convert. Anytime I'm for
yeah. Osha, shot on target. Ghana 11, Cape 15. Sorry, Ghana the 1 pe.
Shot on target.
Shot on target. Cape 5. And shots 15 against 11. Possession Cape 54 and Ghana 46. And passes Ghana 339 and Cape 395. It's Osha way na looks like they have humbled Ghana. Oma humble today in the game.
Ombe humble because Osha nipa ebia omugina omo bench ni so a. And Osha nipa so a ogina yeso bench ni chi a. Coaches kasa say football. Because ebia first half na anko ya e say ehu coach na no ninsa ejuma no second half. Also, Munya ball now more confident to relax and pass and move.
Yeah.
But Ghana there as a like ye pentem. Ye pentem akwa share.
Yeah.
First na nka bia me hwe match nka ma akwa da because me say me so me bisa scores no. Ye beka say 5-0, 6-0, but anye sa.
Sir.
Oh, enti coaches na omuso coach na odina ye bench no. One so be problem baako because so hwe time na all Brighton ni Newcastle na were defensive coach.
Okay.
Sana was shishani team no.
Okay.
More defensive anti because our team na untimi mbo double pivot mienu.
Okay.
As a defenders and ya like you say or that Shmeru na starting. So the baba edus ni Salis nebo. The same quality and the same position. And to team no progress. Say bia me convert coach a.
Yeah.
Me fa adwini bi say number mfimfini mienu na omugina ma Ghana no. Me so me coach me team say bia munya ball na mun ball nsi omochi because omu united na one lie. Okay. Enti ma omu space to possess the ball no and omu dey face here. Enti na trouble ne.
Interesting. Na face so na omu ball no na yedi nkomo bi. Ghana go na ye share no, ashimere go no. Msa obi o ka say no. VAR yakoyi. Ebekwa against Ghana. Ede be no hu ye.
Me hu say modern football no say bia player jina offside honum no. Na o si keeper n'anima dey na ball no kwhya Rofi ni twa be say what disturb keeper no one man eye to see the ball no because the ball ni njina wa na I believe say keeper no be move one step and Kashimo obetimi e dey corner but ojina n'anim no time ball no ba no ansa na ye player no e free ho.
Okay.
Into modern way into be offside.
Interesting. Ujidi say no so ka na say a bre or musunsum ase go na yanje no tena ma omo look quite of omo spread back down kakra. It really affected the team.
Yeah because anka Shmero go near Gia anka I feel like sunsum na den abanka I think before say be dressing room abano maybe a Ghana lead omo 2-1.
Okay, interesting. Now okay mesamba bium ana ya hwe your next game na wa hwe said ye besi akọ edama Ghana, but you still watching the Ultimate Sports right here on HST with me, Dennis Moore, and we're talking about, we actually, discussing the game between the Black Stars of Ghana and then Cape Verde, a very unknown country, of course, but, humiliating the Black Stars of Ghana, by 2-1. And that scoreline will actually remain in the memories of Ghanaians forever, for sure. And, in recent times, countries like Madagascar, Comoros, and Cape Verde, are becoming a thorn in the flesh of Ghana Black Star. This is quite interesting. But let me have your views and opinions on the show. You can actually WhatsApp me on 055-300-3460, and let me hear of your views, your thoughts and opinions on the program we are really doing now. But if you also want to interact with Bashiru on the show, just WhatsApp me on my number 055-300-3460. And I'm privileged to have him, of course, in the studios today from far away, USA, of course, helping us to, enter into the game to look at the strength and the weakness of the Black Stars up to now. But Bashiru, yes, I can be unfair. Now, next game, I'm saying Egypt to home. Egypt, I'm saying Nayanim. I'm going to share that Nkrofa Yapon Masami, Ombobo.
Yeah.
No Crane Ombobo. Now, because share on pattern. Now, even game on board first one crown. I'm so almost shock you.
Yeah.
That means anything could happen.
Yeah. Bet me meti me aka say ye ni Egypt ya bobo ni pen bibia betimi esi be sawa na wa hwe nipa na wo kwa akohia no wo betimi ana wo ntimi because imagine hwe Egypt team no omo the 19 local boys na buy and the team was omo team no omo atena ache
yeah
into omo nim omo ho just me the meti me aka say boys no obia enko all out na the rest no munjama football na enka no
decide exactly
bibia betimi esi but eno so no ye modern mo no aye bo no en nisrusa
yeah
enti first match almost about 2-2 last minute omunya penalty no almost we say eh bibia betimi esi o tournament they say ye kwa ye de Comoros timi share na obi so ahye they make back more ba mumbu
sir
because you players Ghana players an etie
okay
say ulu su first match obo sa bembo ya eden aba say bia uja park so ya show 1 ya show 2 I feel nice like open tem kakra bia wo be hwe time open tem ama ya pon Intimidate me to catch your boys and say, or more against Egypt, no, be a bit messy. They are sure more than 1 to chain because young Sam Beji 3 points in a mobile.
Exactly.
Egypt, no, and yet easy. And yet easy. More fans say easy. And yet easy.
But your players are, and I used to say, Uncle Bobo matching Omambo Kudus Ambo. Have you?
Kudus is a good player, but say maybe a coach Kurana and come Manimbo.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't Americano. Time our team near preparation of Kumasi now. Maybe a Kudus.
Okay.
Mimi reason no.
Yeah.
Because me shishadie. Unim so we key. Adena me shisha no. But uni ho. Enti minim say be a time na omunim no more communication with Kudus dia any different. But obi anim baby a ono even what prakra na odi ufizo aba. Ba team no kra even colleagues na ono mo boni kra no. Aden omba aden ye twen no aden na as ebufobi beti because football no me passing mouth na question na kwaji udi wo so opra wo ye den wa ha
ni na wo
football mu ni na wo because your camp no be a person obobi
okay
obi a person obobi but akwese like Ghana no se no your foreign players na bobo abochi no Kudus na ni more
yeah
and anyone no so say anka or the team no betu no shoulder so atimi ide ayi bibi but wono so na ye hu bebi a onam so 2 days before so mo feel Ghana akọ Cote d'Ivoire no and say Kudus is back me coach I mean you see no
wow and okan Kudus no afa yenka Isahako ono so sa
one the metinasi
okay
because I feel no wonya 19 obobo Portugal and he loan to Leicester
yes
and Leicester so nya me adun wa be starter
okay
and to go to AFCON no obi so e bama no sa opportunity no wo ba two things either say you qualify go back to your team or Portugal a loan into a loan from Portugal to Porto to
or no ho first
and sana wa hwe kro no
okay
because years bebre or 19
yeah
last I didn't call work up but didn't call AFCON
yeah
and we no I think the decision I will take here and say o mo mind time kakra e bia o the Leicester ba premier no on beto no
okay
from the loan deal now between Leicester and Porto no
yeah
but say bia oni ho what you say okobo national team obi won my man sa chance e wonnim de obetimi aye
exactly
wo ye de chen owo de na o mo hia obium
hey wow
enti on the need de metinase pa
interesting okay into no make a break me buy you can Ghana Premier League no and then sensem anyway so welcome you're still watching Ultimate Sports right here on HSTV with me Dennis Moore and of course we are still dissecting the issues between the Black Stars and Cape Verde and of course moving forward to also look at the other games to be played. Egypt, a very tough game by all descriptions, and Madagascar, one other country that is a thorn in our flesh. Remember, we are in the same World Cup group with them, remember. Anyway, but we shall be talking more about these games when we return from the break. But even before, we'll be talking much about the Ghana Premier League as well, and it's also gaining grounds, and we shall be looking at how the Ghana Premier League is faring now as against, the former times, of Bashiru's heydays and stuffs right here on the show. So I'll be returning in a jiffy. Do stay. I'll be back. Okay, so welcome back to the show, and you're still watching the Ultimate Sports with me, Dennis Moore. But let me quickly give you this information before I go back to Bashiru. Over last week, there was this Swag Awards night held, of course, in Accra, Ghana, and there are so many, stories surrounding the Swag Awards. Indeed, especially some of the federations who actually won, some laurels. There are so many concerns surrounding the Swag Award. But very good morning to you, my big boss, Charles Osesibe, wherever you are. Let me say very good morning to you, of course, from the Columbus, Ohio, and then of course to Swag Kwabna Yeboah, my boss. Very good morning to you as well. and indeed all the rest of the crew who actually made the Swag Awards night a success, and indeed to General One Sami Hewodokain for winning a very outstanding journalist of the year award. No, the year went to Gary of Joy FM. Anyway, so clearly I think it's been a nice one, but I really want to raise this concern: why the change in the latter parts of the program? Some of the disciplines who are supposed to actually be given the awards, I mean, it was changed. So the reasons are still unclear to most of the disciplines. So why that? Anyway, I want to throw this question wide so that the viewers can actually also tell and contribute to what I'm saying right here on the show. You have the liberty to join me on my WhatsApp line on 055 300 3460. Share with me your thoughts, your views and opinions on the issues we're really discussing, the Swag Awards night. Were you content with it? Were you happy? What really transpired about tennis, for example. Tennis, I'm told one of the best 5 disciplines in Ghana. Tennis. And what really did they do? Tennis, and boxing. Boxing has been one of the most abysmal disciplines in Ghana last year. So what happened? How come did the pendulum swing to boxing? I wouldn't want to speak for cycling or life-saving. No, not this time around, but I'm talking for boxing and tennis. What specifically did they do to warrant that? But anyway, Charles, this is on a friendly note. I just want to ask you on a very soft note, for my viewers to also comment on. So 055 300 3460. Of course, is the WhatsApp line. You can join me on and interact, of course, with me, with my special guest, Bashiru Gambo. Indeed, remember, yes, he's in the studios with me, and we are talking about Ghana sports in general. But for now, let's go to the Ghana Premier League. Bashiru, Ghana Premier League, who follow?
Yeah, me follow Kakrapa because me have interest for Nkwalana or Mobano because your talent, it's the academia, same essay talent na you Enti tembiano me follow Ghana League because of team B se Kotoko, team B se has, and there's a social league table now has the be 12 or say 11. And you can say basa Kotoko so start sa na say na say no me ko yi kakra o ma basuru kakra. So first ye na e ball no obi a wish say obebo Kotoko and as obebo has. Sir. Betenne obi a wish akola bia pese o comediama. Eduana. But in South Africa, no more wonders. What I say, Adintra, no more being Koyo Ghana League.
Okay.
Because Sabia, one man team beer or Babu Frono with me feeding Kolani ya, or be a peso call.
Okay.
Play beer or peso con and be a diminu, be beer or beda, Pabo Beshe, Bedi, Asan.
No.
Asan. But Ubako Ghana, last time beer me call Ghana. Players on more Premier League or more Nante, so more coin Eco train you. But say, Bia, if you do a muya,
yeah,
and never more Mujina Park in this one.
Why did you do?
First of all, say clubs, no,
yeah,
any GFE.
Okay,
a moment with me a collabo.
Okay,
because say GFE no, a junior players no more. The GFE in the back and the players in the bay, and the clubs in the bay. Yeah.
And so that's all money okay.
Me dan kameka se uniska dia. Ma me fam papa nye example.
Okay.
A large cruiser.
Yeah.
Kimfesa scarce munti entertain akosoro na abafo.
Okay.
Kimfesa ntimi stay Premier League for 2-3 years.
Yeah, no correct.
Omoba this year.
The
following year inshallah on Ebeka. Say ankod ya na ya came.
Exactly.
What I say. Sir. But obi say Adriana no be a disrespect for any club.
Of course.
But and credit eba coupe. Adriana bada ben. Brekum Chelsea, Bechem United. Woman say Ghana League near Omudia. Kotakone has in way. Olympics, Dwarfs, Vipers, Cornerstone.
Exactly.
Behind her. Because of how I ran a football no above him. Because me more Ghana before say me to come we since Mbabo Kotoko. But my Mbabo Kotoko and me the kwa buchiri. And akwala talent ni man because say there because Bechem United. Because on a easy
passage to Abuchi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Ghana no and how say Ghana player be free Ghana so ko Ethiopia. Ghana player be free Ghana or ko India. Ghana player be free Ghana.
Vietnam.
Baby a uti dem kwa uti se bia.
Iraq.
Bomb bi enenam soro ba. Oh, enti Ghana League e omo ntra no munye niye because munye niye a na ebenya blaster no. E we sipe no.
Now what about the pitches? Let me say Okan League now pitches.
Pitches here one problem of Ghana because last time na me share I think it's a Suatraman or se bibisa
Suatraman, yeah.
Omo no kotoko.
Maso ko na do team no, yeah.
Yeah. So one hwe na se wona mu bu park nso asan.
Well, life I ended
because amina e wo park ni so. So wona ko wura inside na chia. Eno ano no. Enti eno na first thing as a Ghana GFA no. Ye ko World Cup a ye ma iska. Ye ko Cup of Nation ye ma iska. Sa iska no aban scan the percent the field. Ema Ghana League no. But omuji scan am ti say pram
yeah.
Up to now sika say ne ense wo ho. Enyi wiye. Anka sesi anka ye ni ye fence ye ko Cup of Nation wa Abidjan. Anka pram ye okay a mumba kumasi.
Okay.
Mo betina pram o. Aye train bibia ye bibia say the fence Egypt for and as a Senegal for and as a Cameroon omo sa we na last time we Sadiq Obama otu kwan ko baby omo say se krobi kinved mu na o sa facilities no
yeah
omo ko hotel bia but Ghana a football country no if you see problems no
interesting so now face league no you know and to even breed quality players you know for you know for the league na me can be sure say Michia Glasson awako you know 101 time na Olympics no has for a pen no oba house no said o ma has team no so e course no na person ke who has team no sa to that level but you know even as at now no Osha supporters are not happy with the class of folk the we are also sanka okomo hu team no you know say okomo da so baby no enya sa akra until some time ago I think last week or so Togbe Krapo he was complaining of the pitch across Sports Stadium
me share sa interview no when he yawo tamakulo ni
yes I can be
me share no o ka say why say the musician the field ni be ma musician abra park e di bobo yem fan to nyum ho
yeah
e na ono so bo bet ono so min blame Togbe min ka hwe et aye late ni comment no time na e di ma musician no time na say o kasa
okay
but o ma ye wi say o kasa kra ya ye wi ya say park
no
because enya has no supporters of Kumasi anka obi abesha has of Kumasi aye neutral ground but Kumasi has or supporters wo ho entom omo free crime e de omo home aba Kumasi Olympics e de omo aba Kumasi e na RTO se wan bofu omo so e bandi omo osunyan omo de omo home aba Kumasi na se ya nya Dr. Chase Sports Complex na anka fa na blast akwa be training.
It's quite interesting
what I say because Dr. J nya GF na sponsor no e ono ankasa ni sika e na oto ni state o here ni stadium anka papa ni ho a anka blast a hemfa no be training.
Now Njini says about time collapsing now obia nya ono ankasa ni stadium
yeah good sir because me ti sell otum for kra me ti say wato asase bia o baby o 60 do amakotoko but we na 40 years anka ya wi
sir
because all African countries now elali almost stadium work almost stadium obia on stadium ho
yeah
enya afia na me ko obi stadium pa me amintimi mobo
it's true
but me dan kan pese sa law na o before no ye di babiom say aban ena echusu coaches ni stadium bibia no eni kwa say fa obi ho ansa na asaba obi ho
okay
because first na ye wono un say o coaches be say Osam Dodu Jones Atuko Fio Sam Ade Otia Kenten coach wa wo ye fence Ado sa coaches ni na aban na eden ma omusua ade o wini ba o mi Bashiru effort o mu ina ho because me who say coaches are finance as a blaster no outside coaches no o mu ntimi mboae yenya gidie ma local na bitima ejuma
so ko si
apiase even CK ya man chance say CK foul team no ebia fawe no
sir
obe control team fine.
Interesting. Now we are still on the Ghana Premier League. Idea Bemano I beg your pardon. Idea Bemano ejina ye. Now Aketuya sorry I dem players ebi wo ha madam for be no ball Olympics a check akra e fe ne Sumaila me aminim ne yetua no 400 Ghana cedis.
4 million no.
4 million no. No, but Great Olympics.
Okay.
But see no mean share them but o you say aketua ye dem players no and so ka ho na e affect the Ghana Premier League no. Masese po yentumi wo kan o say Egypt for no omo local players nkwa na ba afcon
19 yeah
19 nti no Ghana no ada na yenso yentumi nyesa
aketua na first problem for players no because oji 4 million they say be obo Great Olympics o ti dansoman o kwa wontimi fa trotro o be fa dropping from dansoman traffic o be fa madru baby a only for training no o be say 1 million in and out no 3 million aka ebia edan wutim obetua rent de obedi na sebio ebusuanim se obo Olympics
yes you hu TV so
what I say enti adebia say Ghana no omo say the Samueleto o Cameroon no say club bia ntimi ntua ne player over $1,000 a go team no because ye ntimi an ma bridge bia nhwiase a enyeye de bia be ko anim ni abachi be kasa say ya ni e connect invest for share.
Wow. Anyway, so but we are still talking about the Ghana Premier League and of course how we can promote it, to the fullest right here on the show. You are still watching the Ultimate Sports here on HSTV with me, Dennis Moore, and right about now I have the liberty, of course, to allow you to join me on my WhatsApp line to share with me your thoughts, your views and opinions, on how we can resuscitate the image of the Ghana Premier League and to transcend to the Black Stars and stuff. When I return from the break, we'll be talking about the Africa Games upcoming, of course, in March, right here on the show. Do stay. I'll be back. Okay, so welcome back to the show. You're still watching the Ultimate Sports on HSTV, live from Columbus, Ohio, the US of A, with me, Dennis Moore. Indeed, my special guest on the show, of course, today is Bashiru Gambo. And right about now, we are shifting the goalpost a bit and to, talk about the upcoming Africa Games, to be hosted by Ghana, of course, in March. And these are the disciplines who will be participating, of course, in the games for Ghana. Athletics, badminton, cycling, table tennis, arm wrestling, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, chess, hockey, judo, karate-do, rugby, swimming, Scrabble, sambo, pickleball, mixed martial arts, e-sports, and we have cricket, football, handball, triathlon, wrestling, taekwondo, volleyball, weightlifting, speedball, and tech ball. Interesting. Bashiru, mpese mejiwa dwene kakra efa sports in general. Match ebe Ghana eba be host to Africa Games. The whole of Africa eba Ghana. Obekaya nanka osesanka sa games we no nanka ye last year. But Ghana see any sika. Nti see afa yenye sika games na eba so. Nti this be some bebo nyina no mu na eba Ghana in match ya eba be yesa games we. Football eka ho. But football matches I'm so use under 20.
Okay.
I'm use under 20 no. And diabo. But I mean, anya football pe o hwe de mabobo nyina in sports in general. Sa de nyina no ebe boa Ghana na say Ghana ya som. Say ye ni sika fe nye sika. Afa ye pese host we nyina o nyina ba Ghana. O hwe tourism e de ba. Nkrofo e ba Ghana ni sika. O mbeto aduane Ghana benya currency sika ne ade wom. I was say making ye see a big complex. E wo Boteman. O me see wie. Miami kohwe o sie wie eni nyina be host disciplines cycling say me twe bicycle pa nti no o hwe cycling ye road ye be ye wo Ablekuma Olebu ho ne be ye wo o hwe ye maybe so Legon nti no wide o hwe we nyina no benefit e de ba ma Ghana no edi mu ana
normally anka benefit be nya o Ghana no anka obia eni beji ejumafo mo amoton ade obia country na nka se be benefit a lot but bisa ho say ade na ye ba be no sa facility wo bi because the last time I make sure sa nkofo na ba final mo yesi no
yes
omo tu kwan e do mo fa by road omo ko baby but me kai ko na African country ni bia ye ka say ni sky de wo be fly omo fa by road we na e bia ya ready yene se enye sika o but media so ba under 20 tournament na omo dey ba Ghana no a ye stadium ye say
Accra Sports Stadium wo ho Esipon wo ho You were
when the last time I woke up a Sipon?
Sipon, yeah.
When the last time I woke up?
Last year.
I duregu. Baby, I fence and cofobet na kwa ya tutu seat no.
Yeah, yeah.
And so ubeti me the year February, March. And yebo tournament no. Me to me the anka oshane good side and bad side.
Yeah.
Your normal ebeti me ama omo amo bakro no. Enyaje.
Yeah.
Tournament na ebe host no. Yebeti me host no the way I sipe. Wo de hwe tournament AFCON hwe stadium isisi wo. Baby on babo first match Cote d'Ivoire ball and run.
Yeah.
Hwe stadium isisi wo. O my ready.
Cote d'Ivoire here o.
Yeah. So I didn't know ye before say 208 I was Cup of Nation no. Hwe stadium isisi ye no. I didn't know team maintain stadium to the neck. Accra Sports no Azana Shatawale ni Stone Boy show. Kumasi team baako stadium baako abo match be 10 in 2 days.
2 days.
We bo no we abo on a Dream FC bo mo.
The pressure is the park no so.
What I say baby I green, baby I white. Wow. Intermediate they make me I can say omo Ghana no for more benefit no and me be me de.
Okay.
Dan say GFA and here I be wusu no. Me sure Ghana situation is see. Baby be nye adwuma ye. Bibre beton ade.
Good.
Uso apoa water kra ye beto.
Ye beto.
Udi fa baby a omo na me dwene omo ho.
Exactly. Yeah.
Enye GF na host na ye wosu na.
Host yeah.
But omo na omo nam kroma omo nya bibi ndi no. Obi betimi akoje obi pure water. Within 3 times obi betimi akobe 4 times aton wie.
Okay.
Yato.
Interesting. Me twa wa no me ba be body discipline bia ne bebia on person mo ye no wo. Now, offer arm wrestling. On be Nat Hall, Accra. Nat Hall. And athletics. On be Legon Stadium.
Okay.
Athletics.
Legon Stadium.
Legon Stadium. Ho no be no wo. Who says it's Accra Sports Stadium? Omo ni tatan tracks. Athletics oh.
Debbie.
Now, offer badminton on be multiple on be called Boteman.
Okay.
Basketball, ebe called Usu.
Okay.
Beach volleyball, ebe called La.
Okay.
Boxing, on be Trust Emporium, Bukum Boxing Arena Hall. And na chess, on be 3-star hotel. 3-star hotel be. Minim se Golden Tulip o se Novotel. And na cricket, on be Atmota cricket over hall. Cycling, you be Ablekuma Pokwase highway no. And na hockey pitch.
Yeah.
Football, Legon Stadium and Accra Sports Stadium.
Legon Stadium last week omo match or Ibrahim Tango team no. Then is she knew baby we in our boy in a baako pe.
Yeah.
And meet me aka say okay mame.
Yeah.
Any Bukum
Boxing Arena. Yeah. Emporium. Yeah.
Ono kwa you Bukum Banku
yeah.
Obe bua omo.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, handball, judo, omo Boteman.
Yeah.
Omo say complex karate do, omo Bukum. Rugby. Rugby Stadium, and so our Legon. And swimming, aquatic center, our Boteman. Table tennis, Gamashi Hall, Bukum. Taekwondo, Boteman. Tennis, Boteman. Triathlon, Labadi Beach. Indoor volleyball, Boteman. Weightlifting, Legon. Wrestling, Boteman. Tech ball, tech ball. The as on table see ho. Ultimately shoulder. And no night ball some tech ball.
Yeah,
tech ball. Yeah. Almost more Accra Sports Stadium, tennis court hall. And e-sports on so baby on kind. Mixed martial arts on Accra Sports Stadium. Pickleball, and some no Legon netball court. Scrabble. On so way Trust Emporium Sambo and so Accra Sports Stadium and speedball Legon. So show way na as a Ghana ya jatu say yes. You say yeah we na so the ball mine but what can be facilities.
Yeah. And on the best. All these are machine say oh idea the be dia.
Sir.
Fine. Even football no cry first sports in Ghana no. Your facilities to say. And sana yako ebeko we mu ni na ade a yemboa ye ho ene ya ja to e although 2023 and omo dey about 2024 but yemboa ye ho say ya ready
exactly
me dey to me dey make say ye ready because ye nibi and credit e ba akope
yeah
ye nibi but ye pese force ye ho
yeah
na ye pese ye bibi oh
sir
and me dey ho ni say omo tunton normal
a bit boost too, you know.
What I say? Say ebia nipa ba ko okwaji pure water 20 a day no oton bibia tournament na aba no.
Yeah.
Obeko be 5 times.
5 times exactly. When you be at least
very good
to boost, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, all right. So you're still watching the Ultimate Sport right here on HSTV with me, Dennis Moore, and we are getting to the dying stages of the program today on the show. And my special guest certainly is Bashiru Gambo, a former Blaster player, indeed a legend in the field of football. He has been my guest on this particular show, and you are still at liberty to join me on my WhatsApp line on the 055 300 3460. Tell me your opinions. You can speak to Bashiru on my line. Just talk to me. How do you see him now? How do you see him now? He's looking fresh, isn't it? Let me have your views on my WhatsApp line on 055 300 3460. This is Ultimate Sport. But Bashiru, finally. Now, me say, who can't Ghana for my show? Your final words, for Ghana football and sports in general. Your final words.
My final words. The started from local. Leagues, because all the year na chance here and san here 2 kwan.
Sir.
But omo local league ni year, enebe ma Ghana netimi nya players ekukuda ma obetimi gina wa ma oman no.
Yeah.
Enti also hinya me pa na coast no omo try say omo dey omo bring back biom.
Okay.
Because so she play bi a wafa coast no to the Premier League, to the Blaster no. Difference now academy nsem no too much.
Okay.
Because I share a free course no ni or more free course first no obo course e be a support and the line na obo true ball no wa onim se ogina wo nchen enti wo be ro ho
sir
enti kakra metimi aka say omo share local league ni ye maye because eno na betimi produce no ma bebre even before say obo free Ghana na akwa amono nkra obo start from Ghana league no ansa no akwa onim na kakra meka che ye team so amu si akon Côte d'Ivoire no omuyire omo ya share but ma obi ama na ba mumbu in Egypt bibia betime esi but enye easy ye bompa ma obi a
me do ase Bashiru say me no kasa na onye saman na me no kasa and indeed Ghana for you hu way and I'm so glad speaking to you. It's a privilege to be speaking to you, Bashiru.
Thank you.
And of course I also thank my crew, the director of HSTV Ultimatesports, Reverend Andrew Ampofo, for arranging this exclusive footage for us, of course, in Ghana and beyond. But remember, we are bringing you to the fore an extended version of Bashiru Ford, an insightful version of him, his life story and all that right here still on HSTV Ultimate Sports. Do stay. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Until then, stay blessed. Bye-bye.